I was in 9th grade or 5th grade math class, and yeah, we couldn't go outside, we couldn't do anything, we had to watch it on TV and they kept replaying it, and then some of our parents came to the school and checked us out. My mom did. That's all I remember.
Well, that's mom. Okay.
Oh, hello.
What's your name?
My name is Ashley Waninger.
And what do you remember from 9/11?
I was in Miss Stockel's 4th grade math class, and at that time I had no idea what was going on. They turned on the TVs, and all of our classmates were just looking around, just trying to figure out what actually was going on, just because we were too young to understand. But at that point, parents were calling in trying to get their kids out of school because they were worried about them and how they would take it. But other than that, I learned more from my parents and later on in the years.
Okay. Tish.
Tish Walker.
And what do you remember from 9/11?
Where I remember from 9/11, I was in class and our teacher told us, and then we watched it on TV.
What grade were you in?
5th grade.
And fifth grade.
Then, like the next year, we did like a tribute to we wrote, cut out pictures and we wrote stuff to them, and that was it.
All right. What's your name?
Tyra Hawks.
And what do you remember from 9/11?
I was in 4th grade, and all I knew was that we was getting out of school, and I didn't want to get out of school because I really liked school in the 4th grade. And I saw it on TV when I went to my aunt's house, and I saw the planes crashing, and I was scared, and I kept hearing loud noises outside, and I was just terrified. That's all I really remember.
Okay. What's your name?
Sabrina Johnson.
And what do you remember from 9/11?
I remember watching it in class in social studies and gas station line being over like a ton of cars outside the gas station that day.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Jessica Patchko. I was in the 6th grade math class with Miss Tullius, and she told us that a plane was hijacked and crashed in the World Trade Center. And I didn't even know what hijacked meant, so I really didn't know what was going on. And then she turned on the TV, and we saw the second plane crash, and she was just crying, and we were all kind of confused about what was going on. And I went home, and my mom explained it to me, and I would live in Cincinnati, and I was still really scared, so that's what I remember.
Well, how do you feel about taking a trip to the World Trade Center and Ground Zero now that you know that they're not there anymore, and now that you know more about what happened?
I think it's going to be an experience that I'll always remember, because I never saw the World Trade Centers before they were crashed into, and I've never seen the memorial or anything after, or what they've done after. So I'm just really excited to see it, take some pictures, and have a good time with my team.
Tyra Hawks, what are you expecting to take away from the trip going to see, where the World Trade Centers were and Ground Zero and the memorial and things?
I didn't hear you.
What do you plan on taking away from this experience?
Actually being there, from seeing it on TV a long time ago. Being in Baltimore, we weren't that far away from New York, so it's actually like my first time being here, and being able to see something that a lot of people in the world will remember. It's going to be like a blessing for me.
All right. Sabrina, what do you plan on taking away from this experience?
Just plan to sit back and reflect, because I remember watching it, and I've never been to World Trade Center either. So I just want to sit there and reflect and look around.
Now that you're here, what's going through your mind? How are you feeling?
I mean, it's shocking. It's heart-rending to see all these names as you walk around the North Pole and the South Pole, and even just seeing everyone here is just heart-rending.
All right, so now that you're here, Jess, what's going through your mind? How are you feeling?
I'm just thinking about when I was in 6th grade and how surreal it is to actually be here, and I'm standing close to where the tower was, looking at this fountain to commemorate it. How special this is. I'll remember this forever.
every name on here represents the lives that were lost. All right, so now that you're here, what's going through your mind? How are you? What are you thinking about? How do you feel?
Sad, seeing all these names going around and how big this building really was. Like I can only imagine how it really was on 9/11 when it actually did happen. Kind of sad, like, now that I'm here.
Tish?
It's depressing. I want to make a wish, but it says not to throw things in there. So.
Right.
But it's a good experience to actually come to see like how big it was, and then go back and tell our family members and stuff what we learned from this. It's a good experience.
You can take a lot away from it. Sabrina?
I'm sorry. It's just, I guess for me, I just feel like it's really powerful and everything. Seeing the memorial, seeing the names everywhere, and just reading some of the signs they had up.
Definitely. All the names around the stone represent all the lives that were lost throughout the different buildings, from the different flights. You know, it's amazing just to think about what was going on, what was going through people's minds that were here in New York, or that were in the Pentagon, or that were on the flights as the tragedies were happening. And now seeing all the people that come back to remember 9/11, just to show the love and support of all the lives that were lost throughout that time. It really makes you think about life. It really makes you want to, it's all about not taking life for granted, and just realizing that everybody that lost their lives, they were just at work, or they were taking a flight coming back home to see their family, and it was the last, the last thing that was on their minds was that they weren't going to see their families anymore. They weren't going to wake up the next day. And to see the tribute that is here for them in New York, it really hits home. It really makes you think about your life and think about all the things that you have.